of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
My different.
Roll call.
Peter Somerville, Town Councilman.
Mary Michael Dart, Town Councilwoman.
John Trey, Town Supervisor.
Bill Ryan, Town Attorney.
Randy Bates, Town Councilman.
Ryan Wood, Town Councilman.
Victoria Craker, Town Clerk.
Okay. Welcome, everyone. Any audience comments, please? It's always easy. I reviewed the minutes from the April 23rd meeting. I see no changes. Does anyone? I make a motion to accept the minutes of the April 23rd, 2026 meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. There are budget modifications nor transfers. Once again, I'll make vouchers and bills. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Reports. There's just a couple things that we've had some visits from the from AC contractors, and we're working on getting quotes for that. We've gone through. Some are recommending mini splits, others are recommending ductile. So we will see what comes in. We've got the shed from the playground, the Rensselaer playground, but we didn't establish a last day for the shed bids. I thought we did, but.
A
So,
lot of bids.
huh?
We have a lot of bids.
It's been 3 weeks since we mentioned it and had nothing until yesterday. I got 3 yesterday.
Great.
So
But it was
let's-
Wednesday and everybody saw it at the recycling center.
Those are sealed bids?
Yes.
Okay.
So the 28th, next meeting.
Yeah.
28th, okay. 5/28 will be the last,
7 o'clock.
7 PM. Last day for the bids.
Being motion for that.
To open the bids or to receive?
To
To
extend the
establish.
bid date.
Oh, yes.
I make a motion to establish the last day for bids for the shed to be May 28th, 26th at 7 PM.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Motion carried. Let's just discuss the pickleball. Pete has taken, and he got a bid. We've got a lot of bids, over $100,000, and the last bid. I'm flipping through and I'm looking for the last bid.
47,500.
Yeah.
Right here.
From Callahan.
This is Callahan, 47,650.
You have everything in your folder, right? Do you want your folder?
No,
No. So,
but the other bid from Dewey Del Signor Paving, which originally was 128,000. I had him break the bid down if we did some of the work ourselves. So he's down to also 48,000, within a few dollars of Callahan. And that's if we pull the existing tennis court out, we get rid of it, if we take the fence down and some other stuff. He's got it all broken down.
okay,
Um,
so we'll get copies.
Well, this has to be publicly bid though.
what's that?
It has to be,
We have to publicly bid this. Correct.
I thought, or get 3 bids, no?
No, over $20,000.
Dollars you have to bid it.
Okay.
So we can do that, but now this Callahan price does not call for removal. It calls for, and it calls for a 2-inch top course. And basically, he said that we were making a big deal out of nothing, and Callahan does know what they're talking about.
No, I agree. When I had looked at it several years ago, I saw no need to remove it. I mean, it has cracks, but the cracks can be repaired.
Oh, he's got crack tape in here. He says he uses it all the time at high schools, and they just did it in SUNY, their tennis courts, SUNY Albany. But he thinks it's the greatest base in the world is the existing tennis court. So
And how much was that? 448?
48, whereas Dewey Del's original bid of tearing it out and changing the fence and doing this came out to $128,000. There's a big difference.
Yeah.
So the guy from Callahan, like I said, he knows what he's talking about. He just says, no, you're making a big deal out of nothing. And now they don't paint the stripes, they use stripe tape. He says it lasts in intersections for years. It's like,
So the question is, do we want to put this out to bid?
Yeah, the answer, I think, the answer is yes.
But is there money in the fund?
Yes.
Yes. I mean, up to
yes,
certain of that.
that happens to be that same amount.
Okay.
So.
Has anyone written bid documents for this?
No.
No.
Well, nobody has written the PD.
I spoke to Becca the other day and she said we probably have to send out an RFQ or an RF.
You don't have to. I mean, we can just put this out for bid with specifications. We don't have to request a proposal. That would just be redundant. So,
Yeah, and take too much time.
yeah, so we can put out and use,
I think first thing we have to decide is, are we willing to just top coat this, fix the crack, top coat it? I am. My opinion is yes.
so am
Right.
I'm not gonna argue, because I know nothing about it, so.
Yeah, I know nothing about it. I guess my question is, if it costs the same amount to get a brand new tennis court or to top coat it, then
I.
what
Well,
do
it
we
doesn't
care?
because
3 times as much.
But then you just say he said he would redo it for less then?
Yeah, but we have to do all the other.
We have to do the other work.
Yeah,
Okay.
do all the other work.
Yeah,
We broke
there
it
you
into
go.
segments.
I see, I
and
see.
that would involve putting up.
This way Callahan does it all, and this fixing seating damage, the trucks.
We can write up specs, put it up to bid.
Yeah,
And
we
the
can.
next meeting, we can have that ready for
Uh,
a motion.
Dewey's bid also included state specifications at schools and colleges.
Yeah, well, it's neither, so we don't have to abide by that.
Right.
All right,
So, so we're gonna continue on the 28th,
So
and we
will
need,
talk about that.
yeah, Pete and I will
come up with specs.
come up with specifications for the bid for the next motion.
Okay. thank you.
Callahan will turn the response around quickly, so they'll signal.
Yeah, I mean, we basically have that now.
That's right.
Sounds good.
Okay, that's my report.
Motion to accept the supervisor report.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Next up would be the accountant's report, and that's typically the budget versus actual everyone has. It's a written report, which we get monthly. I'll just make a motion to accept the accountant's written report. All in favor? Aye. The attorney,
Two things. One, I spoke to the attorney for the Hike Preserve with regard to the dam. And I told him our position. The difference between repair and structural work. And the way we agreed to move forward was that I will receive the information from DEC on, which would consist of various inspection reports that we foiled, and they told us we would receive them tomorrow. God bless you. Review them, and then I told him I would send them to him, and then I would discuss the situation further. But I let him know that, there's a serious debate going on about the extent of the repairs that are required.
Right.
I also reached out to an engineering firm asking for a price to go up and inspect the dam. And they want to review the inspection reports prior to committing to a price to see what they're in for, which I get.
It does make sense.
So that's the first thing. The second part of my report deals with the water district. Tomorrow I'm having a call with Jared on bonding and other things that would concern well location, the cost of all that, and where we're going. I got a flurry of emails from her on Tuesday, and I needed time to read them all and then talk to her intelligently tomorrow. So that's it.
I make a motion to accept the attorney's report.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you, Bill. Highway recycling.
Good evening, everybody. Transfer station continues to run smooth. Earlier, I don't know if the town board wants those monthly reports with the amount of trash we haul. I can gladly do them. I do them. I have them. Just seems like a waste of paper if nobody's really looking at them. I'll bring if anything changes to your attention, obviously, but it's up to you. I will have a problem, but I have to keep track of them anyway for the annual report, so we have all the numbers. It just didn't seem like it was necessary. Still waiting for New York State budget to pass. So our Hale Road project was scheduled for actually this week. That's been pushed. The contractor who is scheduled to do it has other commitments, so they likely won't return back to New York State until late June or early July, and we are the first person on their list. So hopefully that project will take place then. Miller Road project is scheduled for the first 2 weeks of June. I've made been able to secure the county's excavator and dozer to assist in that project, and Albany County is supposed to be out either this week or early next week to mark the new right-of-way for us and area of excavation. An individual by the name of Caleb Santani from the New York State Water Research Institute reached out to me the other day. He forwarded the email. He would like to put a sound recorder in the Bayard Ellsbury Park. He's a researcher to study riparian acoustic data. So it's going to be it has to do with the Trees for Tributaries program, and he's going to attach a recorder to one of the trees. It's going to take 3-minute clips randomly throughout the day, and then he's going to be studying the wildlife that he hears off of the thing. So I don't see any harm in it. I just wanted to get the board permission to give him permission to do so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will do so.
Yeah, sounds great.
All the roads have been swept. The sweeper has been returned. We've replaced 10 cross culverts in the last few weeks. 6 more I have identified to be changed. Grading of dirt roads has started, and we will continue to do that over the course of the next few weeks. And the park shed was moved. We're beginning to prep our roads for asphalt for this year, which include Barger Road and Cheese Hill Road. We've been doing some repairs to some poor locations on Cheese Hill Road. Next week, we hope to get back over to Pucker Street to start some of the repairs over there. We have a few spots where the sub base really has failed. We'll be digging up the road and replacing the sub base and moving forward from there.
Total Tool, did they set a date to come and
They
raise?
are supposed to come back hopefully sometime next week to raise the furnace up closer to the ceiling. But the furnace and tank has been installed. All seems to work well, other than the fact it needs to be raised up a little higher.
Do you have a contract or a memorandum with Albany County about using their equipment?
Not yet. We just discussed it with Scott yesterday. We'll probably have to draw up a memorandum of agreement. And we've done that with Lisa before for different reasons. All good?
I make a motion to accept the highway superintendent report.
All in favor? Aye. Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thanks, Teresa. Town clerk,
Town clerk for April, everybody has the numbers for the month. Tax package is definitely 100% wrapped up, and we've done 2026 taxes. Everything that remains unpaid and transferred to Albany County Department of Finance. I am pleased to announce also that 33, I will be sending in a plate from the Veterans Ring of Honor for Sean Brennan to add 33 more names to that.
nice.
And Melissa has been working hard tidying up the vital records. She's organized and made a spreadsheet for the birth records, the death records, and the marriage licenses. Creating a spreadsheet, putting up everything in binders. Awesome project, so. May, June, and July are our slowest months, so hopefully we'll be able to tidy up a few more projects. And that's it.
Move we accept the town clerk's report.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Vicky. Tim Lippert, code enforcement.
Good evening. You've got the numbers on building permits, the month of April. Working with residents in the hamlet on the sidewalk repair. Some residents have taken it on their own this year to repair entire stretches of sidewalk. We really appreciate that. Others I've had lots of conversations with, and we're moving in the right direction. There's one section of sidewalk on the northwest side of town that's been torn up for 2.5 years. And that resident is working with us to get that, and a contractor to get that repaired and reestablish the public way of that sidewalk. So it's the only way to get up into the preserve, that section of sidewalk. And spring is here. We're doing lots of inspections. And
The building permits, one says and the other one's a building repair.
right.
D'Onofrio says new home construction on Gifford Hollow Road.
Right, so they came in for the foundation first. And then the house plans came later. So they wanted to get going on doing the demolition. There was a demolition. Had to take down parts of the house before they could get ready. So they wanted to get going, so I issued that permit first. And then the home permit came later. Thanks, sir.
Okay. I make a motion to accept the code enforcement officer's report.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Did I get all lines? The assessor's report is a written report. They received 2 property transfers for April, one for estate planning and one residential. The tentative roll for 2026 was submitted to the town clerk on May 1. Grievance day will be May 26th from 4 to 8 p.m. at the town hall. Peter Hotel. Assessor. And then,
Yeah, I move we accept the assessor's report.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Water Sewer Committee. John Van Schaik.
Yes. Yeah, I'm John Vanchek, a member of the committee. Chair Wallace is out of town. So we have a couple of updates. And the first thing, you should have in your folders a resolution for changing the name of the water committee. We now have a lawyer as a chair, and he wants to be precise, so he would like to add, and the water committee agreed, he'd like to add. So I'm not sure how you want to go about it.
Yeah, I was asked about this. I don't have a problem from a legal perspective. changing the name.
So we go from the Rentsville Water Sewer District Committee to the Rentsville Water Sewer District Advisory Committee.
Correct.
Okay, and this was approved by the committee, and we need a motion now to approve it?
Well, it's later on,
Okay.
under new business.
Okay, so we can move on with, okay, so there's a couple of updates. So you know the project tie and bond is going on. We had a couple of subcontractors in town. ATL did some boring work. HydroSource looked at some identified sites. So that has started. We also have initiated, and that's what you might have been referring to, but I'm not sure about the legalities here. We have initiated the review of the bond ersatz resolution.
Correct.
Okay, and that's what you were referring to, and you will talk to Jaren about that.
Tomorrow
Excellent. Okay.
at 9 a.m.
Anytime is good. All right, so some smaller things. We are going to submit a list of curb stop repairs. We have identified more than a dozen. We're probably moving above that. We will get a list to John. That will cost money, so later on you will be asked to approve that. Some old work that Ed has worked on. We have a mixer and a hatch. They have arrived. This is for the water tank up on the hill. They will be installed. Ed is going to look tomorrow, I think, with.
Not installed, but first site.
Right. Tomorrow you will be there for the site visit, and then later on it will be installed. So some confusing news. We received a notification of non-compliance from the EPA's enforcement and compliance history online. So, and that had to do with the fact that we had submitted the report, but apparently we were a day late. So they triggered a report. So that's going to be sorted out. We will actually ask them whether that was the real trigger for them to contact us. There's also some good news. We reported to the EPA the quarterly water quality and volume report. Quality is excellent. Water usage stays below 10,000 gallons a day. So that's all good. What else do we have? And I think that's it. And I think Ed wants to update you as well on a couple of things.
If I may, I will be representing the water committee, but project, we've had a development on Biden. I wouldn't expect to vote on it tonight. But this way you have a chance to digest this information. What you really want to look at is page 3, the cost of $12,800. This is for, the major part of this is seeker compliance. this is a requirement for getting funding from EFC. And specifically, we discovered, we've been meeting with Ty and Bond pretty regularly, and in a conversation, we discovered, or they discovered, that we hadn't actually submitted a seeker or SHPO report. If you happen to know what those things are or want to know, I actually have them spelled out somewhere, but I can't tell you what that is. One is historic preservation, and the other one is about,
The environmental quality review.
there you go. I gave you the, yes.
So they expected us to do that?
Well,
Well,
I can,
not us, but in general, they made an assumption that it was done. As in, a matter of fact, in their proposal to us, which we signed off on, there's a section 4.1.1. I left my notes at my chair. That specifically states, we assume that the town of Rensselaerville has already performed a seeker. None of us caught it. I didn't. So this is an expense to do the work that they assumed had already been done. It's also to write a cost amendment, as they've done for us once before, to include this cost, this additional cost to the project. Fortunately, it's not a large amount of money, but they need to get started on this ASAP. As soon as we learned about it, I asked them to put a proposal together because they have to submit this by the 29th, which is a deadline for submitting addendums to EFC IUP contracts. I don't know if I had all the right terminology there, but they're in a bind to get this done quickly. I realize that you guys have to, of course, review the documentation. They'll take a verbal from us to get started, knowing full well that all of this is appropriate. But you, of course, are going to need to vote, whether it's a motion or a resolution, I don't know.
I have a couple questions on the seeker.
If I can answer them, I will.
Where are they at in terms of, the seeker is done first prior to undertaking work on it. And
Right.
And the action here is under section B of the town law, where you're going to make improvements to an existing water district. And we don't even have a source of water yet, or a
Right.
location for a
Right.
source of water. So my question is, one, what are they gonna do in terms of seeker what are they gonna do in terms of seeker? Are they gonna do a short form or a long form?
I don't know the answer to that. I'm sure it's in this document.
And-
That's why
and-
you have time to read it.
And what's the significance of May 29?
I just explained it's a deadline for the annual IUP submissions,
To EFC?
correct? And to answer your first question, you heard John say just recently or minutes ago that the boring contractor was here, the hydrologist was here, visited all the shortlisted sites that
Yeah.
we spent months
Finding?
yeah. So they want to be poised as soon as we have a short list of potential properties that we know are accessible, that work needs to get done. I mean, it needs to get done regardless, because a seeker is required for the EFC to pay the bond, the funding.
And in terms of the bond, Edwin, we can do that next month, the bonding resolution? I
Bill,
think
I don't know
think the
how,
answer to that is yes.
the flurry of emails from Jaren wasn't just from Jaren or to you. It was to everybody on that list in that email thread. If you took notice, there are a lot of people
I know.
there who all have jobs during the day and have other clients, I'm sure like you do. But still, we all target of getting that resolution signed tonight. One that wasn't ready. And response to Jaren, I have to say, was close to rude, certainly disrespectful, and I wish you wouldn't do that to the people that I work with.
Well, it wasn't meant to be that way. But
Well, that's certainly the way it came off.
Well, there were 5 or 6 emails in the course of like 20 minutes, and I said, well, I can't handle this now.
Then walk away. Don't write something like that. Anyway, I'm happy to answer questions or get the engineer to help us answer questions. But John, I would like somehow to find a way to be able to give them a verbal to go ahead on this because it's appropriate. And then if the town needs to sign off on, if there's language in the back, which I'm sure our attorney wants to review, if you want to review it and have a back and forth with Ty and Bond as you did once before, that's fine. But ultimately, we know that this needs to get done and will be signed. I expect signed off by the town board.
So last time we agreed to a certain dollar amount so that we wouldn't hold up the project.
And
Now, it's not wise to hold up the project, but at the same time, this is a little bit of a surprise. We just paid them $8,500.
this money is going to get paid for by the EFC funding. The purpose of when you read through this, you'll see part of the work that they're charging for is just that, an addendum to the cost of the grant, right? So the point, if I interrupted you, I apologize, but you just made a very good point, is that every day that the EFC is asking for us to submit the financial agreement. Every day they don't get that to them, as we know, the town is charging the water district for that interest for that amount of money. So I don't want to wait a month to go through this again. I don't know how much that it's going to amount to, but it's going to come out of the water district, is it not?
I got a question for Bill. Well, I'll let you review that.
Okay, go ahead.
Why is it necessary to wait a month?
To have this approved?
Yeah.
But you don't, you can approve it tonight. And do it tonight and move on.
I don't really see that we have much of a
Yeah,
choice.
that's exactly correct. Yeah.
And again, to be clear, this money is not coming out of the town's coffers, and it's ultimately going to get paid for by the EFC grant funding, which is going to be increased by by the nature of doing this, part of the.
So this,
Yes, sir.
it's not being advanced by the town to the water district.
No, initially it will.
It probably will be.
And what everyone's saying is that ultimately, through the EFC funding, you're going to be reimbursed. And if you're not reimbursed, when this is all done, there's going to be one big bond issued to pay for this, and then you'll be reimbursed.
I'm good with going forward with this.
Do we need a motion?
Yeah. Yes, to approve the amendment and to authorize the supervisor to sign. And then Edwin, would you get this to Tig Bond after John signs it, or do you want me to email it to him tomorrow or what?
I have an agreement with Erin,
Erin, okay. Item-
that she'll be happy with a verbal tomorrow.
Well, they can sign it tonight.
Well, I'm happy to send it to her. If you prefer to send
I
it
can
to her,
do it. I'll do it
Okay.
in the morning.
that'd be great. Thank you.
I'll move that we allow the supervisor to sign the agreement that authorizes the engineering report amendment and the seeker for a total of $12,800.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carried, okay.
Thank you.
So,
Good idea.
I make a motion to accept the water sewer committee report.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. There's gonna be a lot of, this has been a struggle, and I know it's not gonna get easier.
Well, it won't be that hard.
I'm anxious to get wells drilled. I'm anxious to get that accomplished. You want this?
Yeah, just sign
Yes. All right. Is there a library report? Library report? No, okay. Let's move on to old business. Resolution for the water district bond. What am I missing here?
I think that was what Bill was referring to, that we would do next time. Because there's nothing in the packet, I did not have that.
Yeah.
it. No, it's still the resolution.
I think the resolution was changed for advisory. but
No,
there
that's
wasn't-
No,
there
that's
wasn't one for
number-
bond.
That's
That's number 3.
Yeah.
I'm talking to Douglas Goodfriend, who's the bond counsel for the town. And that will be taken care of after I speak to John.
Okay. Update. Not what this update is.
It came in the form of an email, didn't it, from
Yeah,
Ms. Sekula? I saw that.
Just had a bunch of addresses.
Yeah. I did like that it was referred to as a map multiple times, but then it's not a map, it's just
It's a list.
list.
it's a
Well,
It's a list.
It's a list, but then there's the KMZ file that you have to have Google
Mm.
Earth,
To open.
like
I
a
see.
special version of it, and then you
Right.
open the file in it that nobody has, so.
I have it on my phone too, so it's, yeah.
I'm good with it. It's, the list is good enough. I mean, we requested a map, but actually the list is better.
By the time they get this done, we'll have cell phone service in the whole town anyway, so.
Yeah.
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 All right, moving on to the Water District Advisory Committee resolution.
I'll make a motion that we change the name of the Rensselaerville Water Sewer District Committee to the Rensselaerville Water Sewer District Advisory Committee.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. And then the last thing is approve the Water Sewer Advisory Committee clerk job description. This job description seems like an awful lot of work for one person.
You're good with it? Are you good with it? You guys good with it? Yeah. You say that with hesitation.
I haven't seen it.
Wow.
Jerry's not here.
Jerry's not.
Oh, Jerry.
You wanna look at it before we do it and come back to it, or
I think that's a good idea.
look at it?
Can we postpone it?
Yeah, we'll table that
Good, thanks.
till the
You say
28th.
table it?
To the 28th.
Good idea. I agree.
Doesn't that pay rate have to be set for that as well?
I'm sorry?
There is a water sewer clerk, right? We did.
Yeah, both for the water and the sewer.
Yeah.
combined.
So we're gonna table that, right now?
Yeah, to the 20.
Okay. On the new business, I sent this to everyone, modified version of Field of Flags. Tom, is that why you were here?
If there's any questions,
I mean, it's only 12 flags, and it would look nice. And you're talking on, by the public safety building?
yes, yes.
And you,
Good with me.
yeah, I think it'd be nice.
I
So,
think I have a picture of something similar.
yeah, we've got, it.
So you do, okay. Good.
It doesn't seem like much, but I'm assuming that they wouldn't care where it's mowing, that's the only issue would be. Like,
Well, it won't be up for, you
how
know,
long?
a long time.
If it's an issue, I'll come out myself, I'm assuming it probably won't be, but.
Memorial Day, and I don't know if they want to keep it up till Independence Day, but that would be probably the upper limit.
Do you know where over there, like behind the side?
Behind the building. This is a joint venture between the Legion Post and the auxiliary. And they're running the show, and we're trying to cooperate with them.
You just need a motion to let them do that?
do we need a motion?
Probably, just easier. I'll make a motion that we allow the VFW and the auxiliary to do the field of flags behind the EMS station in the library.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Done.
Thank you in behalf of both organizations.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
On the new business, the American Legion to distribute poppies. Didn't we talk about this last year, that why are we doing this every year?
Yeah,
Vaughn?
let them do it. I think we made a motion that said they could do it as long as there was no other problem, as long as Jason said it was all right.
Fine by me.
So my question is, are we gonna make a motion every year? We're just gonna
As
let
long
them,
as Jason says it's
Go for
okay.
because we made the motion last year.
Yeah.
Okay. And the same thing with the door control officer and the shelter inspection reports. Unless there's something,
Yeah. Well,
We're
satisfactory.
good.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now, midnight, Carolyn.
We're good.
any audience comments?
I have one question for Joe. The resolution for the water district bond. what is the amount, we don't know the amount.
That's right. So what's gonna happen now is, there's gonna be a, one bond that's gonna deal with costs, but to help pay for this before EFC makes a decision on the amount of the grant and other costs that are incurred. And then after the grant information is obtained and you know the amount of the award, there's gonna be a larger bond that's gonna wrap in all the smaller expenses that you had, plus the cost for the project as a whole.
Did you say audience comments?
Yeah, that was the audience comment.
Oh, good. I move we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Good job.
I wasn't sure, I didn't hear the audience.
I was waiting for it.